and he just needs to go back. The only thing I'm afraid of is the timing on Tinker's travels. That's the thing. They need to shut him down.
Yeah, from some of the games we recently got to witness, Tinker tend to struggle a little bit in the laning phase, and then was able to kind of finally reach decent timing onto their boots of travel. But they can definitely be crippled if they're not able to kind of get the roll going here. Kuro going pretty deep here. Look at the 2 wards he gets down at the start of this one here. He gets a nice ward down between the tier 1 and tier 2 in the mid lane, and now this ward kind of catching out anyone coasting from lane to lane. Lots of information already coming his way. He sees Ice, the sentry ward, or he's thinking about hitting on. I said Ice, and it's nuts. Damn it, nuts. Your freaking name, man. Throwing me off my game. He's going to be joining Black, it looks like, in the top lane there. Kuro is going to be camping out, hoping to get a hold of a courier, which is starting its journey over to Jabs on the Tinker in the mid lane, leaving XY on the Keeper in the bottom lane, tag teaming it about with Ice here on your Nyx Assassin. I'm always a big fan of kind of the off lane aggro setup of putting Keeper here. You can feel a bit more free to kind of get your blasts out there without worrying about your safe lane or, you know, complaining about taking all the farm or even pushing the lane forward.
Yeah, well, Keeper of the Light and Nyx Assassin, it's gonna be a good duo lane. It's gonna be pretty even. Nyx Assassin with that permanent shield. Oh, Maledict missed.
Whoops. And all the meanwhile, it does look like Kuro was able to get in there and get the courier down. He actually barely makes it away with his life. Took some shots from the tower, but his mission is complete. So a good lead in for Liquid on that one.
Yeah, I wonder if Mind Control will go for on level 15 plus 4 Treants summoned, because Lycan with Howl gives him damage and HP.
That's a good point. Those Treants are definitely going to be hitting like little trucks here. For the benefit of that Howl.
Plus Vlad's offering on Matumba Man. Yeah.
Well, he doesn't have Vlad's yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But
yeah, I'm thinking 10-15 minutes ahead.
Fair enough, fair enough. Blasts already continue to fly out here, just trying to keep Matumba Man back in at bay. GH trying to do his best to kind of keep the coddle off their back so that Matumba Man can continue to farm up. Take an early peep at the CS game happening here in the mid lane for now. It's looking pretty good. Miracle at 7-1, Jabs 5-4, getting a good share of denies, but Miracle's getting the favor in last hits, and Nuts is eating a lot of damage here. He's going to be forced to step back and dish out the Shadow Word. Now the attention is going to be onto Black. And then Nuts takes it for himself. They kind of continue to trade the aggression here. Black is eventually going to have to go undercover. This is going to be so annoying. I mean, look at this, the positioning. Mind Control is able to kind of put this 1v2 lane in.
Yeah, Mind Control is behind their tower, hitting 2 people, taking them down to 20. Yeah, taking them down to 20%. Meanwhile, Kuroki gets the first blood on bottom with double damage, Boots of Speed, and Orb of Venom.
Yeah, that courier takedown certainly helped boost him up a bit in the farm, and he was able to pick up those items. Head to the bottom lane and get your first blood, which I'm sure was pretty cool if we happen to catch it. Getting remote camera control from Pitmunkle. I'll just say that. Mid lane, though. Kuro moving in with the back end of that double damage. Gets off some good work onto Jabs. He may lose his own life, but they are going to be able to get the takedown of the Tinker here, which is what they were seeking after.
Yeah, good rotations from both Kuro and Mind Control. Oh, Ice is getting a kill on GH.
Yeah, but Ice, eating a lot of pain from it, will be able to waddle away. Manages to get the upper hand against the little support. Takes him down.
There is 3
feisty action here. Miracle barely able to make it away as the rocket flies out. Jabs hoping to turn the corner. Ooh, Miracle's going to be forced to hide within the trees. Jabs was hoping to kind of creep in a laser play there if possible, but will not get it off.
Blade Fury was ready, so he was good. There's 3 Orb of Venoms already. One on Mind Control, which makes him dominate that top lane. He's sitting on, 10 CS against Bone, who has 18. He's doing such a good job on that Furion.
Yeah, he's definitely asserted his own dominance in the lane, and as we saw, able to kind of participate wherever, and he's going to be doing a bit of the same here again. A jump in for the mid lane. Jabs eats the Maldic plus the Blade Fury spin, and will be easily taken care of. Curl's going to be spotted on the way out, but Liquid get the damage done and already go on a nice little assault in the early game. 2 punishes already onto the Tinker.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They need to shut down Tinker early game. Just delay his BOTs as much as they can. And every time they dive, Lycan just uses Howl, boosts their HP. Again, they're going on him again.
This is just ruthless here from Liquid. They try to make a jump on a jabs in with the Sprout right now, but Blaster's starting to come out from XY here. Mind Control eats a lot of the damage, tries to make his way up and towards the high ground. Can they snipe him with a blast? No, he's able to sidestep it. Heads back down, gets a good Sprout off, turns around, smacks the Coddle in the face, and then will welcome the laser and his ultimate demise. But 4-3 now, the trades continue. Pretty damn action-packed. Not afraid to get Mind Control in on the action.
Yeah, there's a huge stack already in the forest. It's a triple stack for Tinker later on when he gets his March of the Machines.
They're not letting him up, though. Kuro is still on watch nearby, but it looks like they're going to give him some extra assistance here from the side of Faceless. We'll leave some pressure off of Ice 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 here in the bottom lane when he has his one-on-one against a good old Matama man there. And looks like Kuro's done it again. Swipes in through behind the tower. He just continues to hide from the trees and manages to take down the courier. I would love to be able to bring up the courier, but I don't have that hotkey, unfortunately. No one does. I can't see what was on it. Bottom lane, though, Ice 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 seems to be in a bit of a pickle here. Gets himself caught inside a Sprout. Tries to pop his Carapace, but he's not going to be slowing anyone down. Turns around for a good stun, but Liquid have good positioning to avoid all of them being stunned up. And they will get the finish there.
Yeah, what a block by Matumba, man. Kuro already has phase boots finished, so he's more mobile, has a TP ready once he decides to go for career number 3.
He's been in the spot for what feels like the past 3 minutes now, so Jabs has to use almost XY as a courier possibly, or just continue to have him nearby. But GH also in position, Miracle free to kind of push the lane. Jabs is just not able to come close at all. His CS game has been totally put on pause.
He's just moving that tree. I mean, he's that tree behind the tower. There it is.
Hello! Comes out from the tree, pump fakes his stun, manages to connect onto 2, and allows Miracle to get the cleanup with the Omni Slash. It was a long waiting, but ultimately Liquid get the target they hope for, and Tinker goes down again. You do this in a pub, and this mid laner is definitely out of the game. They have DC'd. Okay, here we go. Black moves in. Oh, is able to get the last hit, and that's a 3-kill streak. Gonna be going to the Little Bone Fletcher.
Well, if you see that tree moving, you know something shady is going on. I mean, trees usually don't move.
Ooh, Kuro doesn't catch with the stun. Oh! XY eats a super hard shot. Kuro,
he's gonna get it.
Will get it. My God, he can really jump that far? That's ridiculous. Will cost him his life, though. Gives Black a bit of XP for it, too, so...
Yeah, and Nuts. Nuts gonna be level 5 soon.
Well, freebie, a little bit of greed right there from Kuro, going for a kill that was just about to get away. So I can understand the angst to be able to get in there and finish what you had started. Liquid are back onto the warpath here through the top lane. Mind Control back in the laning action and looking to finish out his Hand of Midas here. Looks like he's so close to the glove. Oh, but Black has other plans in mind. If he can get a good kill here, it would prevent him from the Midas timing a bit. Decides to go in for it. Needs one more. He gets it. So much damage already coming out from that Clinks.
Yeah, but they're taking the tier 1 tower in return.
Yes, they are. Miracle is able to take it down. He'll walk away with the benefit of his healing ward, and no further trouble will come out of it here. Just Faceless losing a structure and really opening up the jungle to Liquid if they do consider an invade here.
It's gonna be 2 Midases finished before minute 10. Lycan has his already. Furion's gonna have his one after Next 30 seconds probably.
And on top of those minuses, another tower to be going down here. Just Liquid seriously playing a nice economy game before even the 10 minutes begin. Long jump in from Kuro, trying to prevent XY from getting these blasts off and slowing down the momentum of Liquid, but it's not going to be easy. It feels like almost everyone on Faceless is not really able to do their job effectively, with the exception of Black getting a couple of these pickoffs. Jabs has some farm that he can work with now through these stacks and with the help of the March of Machines, but he's still got a little bit ahead of him here if he wants to get the finish onto those Boots of Travel. Miracle's looking to head in. Kuro, in the meantime, gets the pick onto Ice in the bottom lane. Takes him down. Ice probably trying to get a Vendetta snipe. Will end up losing his own life.
Yeah, these stacks will get Tinker back into the game. He's 600 gold away from BO3. He just farmed there for like 2 minutes and got 700 gold from it.
The seeds of fortune.
Here comes Black now through this bottom lane. And looking to hopefully go for a setup after dishing out the pact. He's got the damage and will get it done with one more click. There it is. Killing spree for Black. But Tamamet can shift in now, but unless he has some further detection. Oh, Miracle steps in. Has the remaining bits of dust. Can Black wait it out and make it out? Yes, he can with the help of the Chaotic Offering coming in. A big drop will be there from Faceless. There's also a Fatal Bonds, but Matamame doesn't seem to care. He's looking to go in for nuts. It's a lot of damage. A right click coming out from Black. Is it going to be enough? No, he barely lives. The Fatal Bonds is still there, but they don't have enough targets to lock onto to be able to get the job done. On the other front, it's Kuro moving in and getting the slap down of nuts. Over here, mind control, and a bit of trouble himself. Tries to go for the self sprout and gets stunned up from Ice.
Yeah, I'm surprised Miracle didn't commit ulti for that bone there. There was still like 3 or 4 seconds left for Dust.
Now they also get GH, it would appear, with Ice returning back into action, comes to the shrine, and is going to be able to help getting in the pick. But uh-oh, Kuro on top of the tree, spotted once they get the ward to the high ground. They hit him with a couple of shots, but he will be able to make it away from trouble. All right, Faceless showing that they still have a bit of fight in him here. It's 10-9 as far as kills go, but if we take an early look at the overall team net worth, the farming pace is still there. Courtesy, of course, or a bit of that going because of the Midases they've been able to pick up. And we'll be able to see the net worth change up right now. Pretty much the majority of it belonging to Liquid here, with the only exception being Black.
Yeah, Black with his rotations really doing good. I wonder what he's gonna make. Probably a Deso, or he might go for Orchid if he wants to like try to be more greedy in terms of trying to get solo kills on Furion. Oh, there it is.
An easy move in and setup right there, as Black was going to be able to kind of get it done. And Miracle also a follow-up kill in the bottom lane. These guys are just not making my life easy after already being here for like 13 hours or whatever. They are just getting simultaneous kills all over the place. It's a struggle right now. 10-8. Faceless, though, persistent on trying to make some momentum happen. They begin their stride. Down here to the bottom lane, there's an appetizing Miracle down there waiting for him, but there's also
jabs.
moves happening. Simultaneous action, as always, as it's going to be Jabs here, potentially caught out, trying to TP away, but he's going to get blasted apart. The journey continues here on the other front for Faceless, but they have been not able to find their way towards Miracle quite yet. Maybe hoping that he was going to cut his way through and into the jungle. That's not going to be the case.
Keeper of the Light picked up Quelling Blade. He wants to take down trees, maybe try to stun the Monkey King.
I mean, that would be nice. What would be nicer, though, is if he was able to find pieces of an Ags and having the extra bit of vision to look over those trees during daytime, but without surprise, both their supports have been punished heavily this game, and the dreams of going into an Ags is going to be difficult. Both him and the Warlock are kind of crippled in farm. So unless he's able to confidently move into his own jungle and blast down some neutral camps, I don't see a Ags coming anytime soon here. They are going to have to deal with this pressure through the top lane continuously, though. Mind control's a lot of credit for that. And it looks like his first big purchase after completing the Midas is going to be a Shadow Blade here.
Yeah, he wants to survive, especially against Bone, because Bone needs his items, he needs his slots, so he can't die to him if he doesn't have a dust.
Kuro kind of scouting things out over on Faceless's side, while the rest of Liquid have already made their move inside the pit here. Hoping to secure up an Aegis here for Matumbaman likely. Nice safety dust, just to be sure there's no pesky beetle nearby. It's going to be actually Miracle who grabs up the Aegis. And now Liquid in a pretty formidable position to kind of just move the pacing of this game on forward and start closing out some tier 2s. But then again, they're already winning the farming game as it is right now overall, so they could kind of take things slow and a bit more disciplined if they so choose. But here's Miracle potentially going to get caught on the way out, and his Aegis is going to get quickly taken care of. Nice little snipe there from Faceless. And it looks like they'll be able to walk away with no further trouble.
Yeah, the Aegis lasted like, what, 30 seconds? But at least they got the gold from Roche.
Yeah, that's something, right? A little bit of extra money there.
Yeah, it's something.
Here we have Faceless now trying to get Jabs his Blink Dagger. Step 2 of your Tinker process here before you can start moving into the heavy hitting damage. It's still a lot of growth necessary for Faceless's side.
Seeds of fortune.
Okay, a couple of wards dropped, which Black will take care of here. One more Black, come on, buddy. Oh no. All right, they almost lost their sentry. Well, they'll still lose a sentry, but they got the obs regardless, taking away any sort of free vision from Liquid on that one. What's this now?
What is
it?
it?
Been heading towards the bounty rune, sees it disappear. He doesn't have a dust on hand though, so he can't just casually pop out the vision and make the approach for the Nature's Prophet. Super feisty. Oh, look at this. Matumbaman has gone into a shapeshift here, and after farming his way through the jungle, looking like maybe they're going to make a move onto this tier 2, but once they see Ice nearby, they're looking to step off a bit. Kuro's waiting up and above, could kind of set the stage and also cause some FPS drop with that mighty ulti to come out. But it doesn't look like there's going to be an opportunity there. You know, credit to Liquid, man. They are playing this pretty well. They are farming the majority of the map, winning the game in that aspect, and not really letting Faceless have a whole lot of outs. Here goes Kuro. He actually is going to be committing out the ulti here. There goes the ulti. He gets off the Carapace though, reflects that damage right back and gets the stun. They're going to commit the rock for this. Really desperate to move in and make a good fight happen. GH just walks up trying to get off a good ward, but he just gets blasted with his own bit of damage. And he'll be taken care of. Kuro,
yeah, he's gonna die. Well, it's still good for Liquid. Rock was committed, and Nyx for Witch Doctor is pretty good.
Yeah, but Rock dropped. Now we can see what Liquid want to do with this timing window here. Back to the bearings of the bottom lane to push on forward. We have another tier 1 still standing down here, which is pretty much free money on the map for Liquid, if they so choose. Miracle has been pretty much resided in this mid lane as he farms his way towards a Manta style.
Yeah, we talked about Lycan and his items. He decided to go for Armlet and is working towards BKB instead. He's more interested in survivability and dealing more damage as a hero than focusing on Necrobook and Wolves. He's just gonna use Wolves for scouting purposes.
Liquid now making that approach here to the bottom lane. Miracle, a man on a mission, rushing all the way in. They bump him back with Blinding Light, and he gets quickly surrounded. The greedy play here from Miracle, and Nuts will be traded for it. Matumbaman, who had also rushed on in, wanted to get a piece of the action for himself. All right, well, that was ballsy, Lacoste.
Yeah. That was really questionable, actually. Like, go in, like, he was hasted, but still got the impale in his face.
I obviously wasn't anticipating all those Faceless members there ready to play, but cute little bump back by XY to kind of get him closer to the tower and the rest of his team. and allowed them to get that nice little juicy treat. Kind of hold things out a bit longer here for Faceless in the meantime. We still see Kuro hopping up and around. He is going for a Shadow Blade himself on the Monkey King. We've been seeing a lot of recent different builds. Oh, Nuts walks up to the lane and just gets instantly deleted out of the game. And all it takes is Kuro's ulti and Mind Control's ulti to get it done.
Yeah, not a bad hero, this Baboon King, huh?
Yeah, pretty cool. Pretty neat ulti. Neat abilities he's got here. A finest creation.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Ice kills GH bottom. No reason to look at it. It was violent, I'm sure. Back at top lane is where the real action is. We got Liquid pushing in for this tier 2 tower.
Dire's structures are falling. Dire's top tower.
Seems like they want to defend it. Like, what are you gonna defend? Your tower is dead already.
Oh! Okay, nice little carapace. Slide forward from Ice to avoid the trouble from Miracle there.
Yeah, classic Ice action. They have 2 4 staffs already. One on Coddle, one on Nyx Assassin. What's Warlock gonna do? He doesn't have any money. They want to kite around with those 4 staffs.
Oh, close, but no cigar. Miracle will be able to make it away. Black does his best job to be able to dish out the deeps on that one, but it's not going to be good enough. Back to the grind of farm here. Jabs hits up the camps nearby. Start picking up the next big item after the Boots of Travel Blink combo he's already got in his harness. Now we'll join the rest of his posse here in the top lane. It's an adventure for the tier 1 if they can get it. Kuro is already taken to the tree nearby, and we'll have to see if Liquid are going to make it in time for a fight. They have already smoked up, and it looks like there's a pretty good chance. And look at that, they just walk right up into Ice, hit him with the dust, now trap him. He quickly forces up to the high ground, but he's trapped there. So he's going to need some extra assistance from his team, but it's going to be way too awkward. There goes the Chaotic Offering from the high ground. It's a lot of heavy damage, and Black's going to get blasted apart with the Death Ward coming in from the high ground there. Matama Man runs back in around. We'll be able to get the finish onto the Golem, and the rest of Faceless have to evacuate. Liquid get a good fight, take down 3, and now can kind of push things forward.
Yeah, Liquid was prepared for that fight with all those heals and just scouting. Black just died. It was a good ward from Witch Doctor from the uphill, and Ice stuck himself on the high ground, just dying solo to Furion.
The seeds of fortune.
Liquid not really getting too concerned with trying to push things forward, though, after the conclusion of that fight. Obviously feeling pretty damn confident. If you look at the numbers, couldn't really disagree. 7,500 of a net worth lead for them at this point in time means that they can go at their own pace here. Only the forgiving handovers that have happened in recent history have been, you know, kind of Miracle getting a bit too far ahead of himself. So as long as they're able to kind of keep those actions in check, this should be a pretty safe and coast game. But we'll have to see what kind of fight is going to be there for Faceless. I want to see some action, man. I don't want to see a Faceless team that's going to get backed into a corner without any sort of, you know, throwdown. So
Well, they still have a Tinker. They can defend the base if they don't die. Oh, big ulti from Kuro.
oh, 2 of them caught out here. Beautiful dust. Beautiful setup from Kuro himself. And that is going to be quickly taken out. And just like that, they can just rush on in, take this tier 2, and push down mid lane. Black's gone. 40 seconds without a buyback.
Yeah, Matumba Man just casually scouting between tier 4 towers. What's going on there? He has a BKB finished, so he's pretty much immune to everything besides bone. Or clinks. Or bone clinks.
Bone Clinks works. Tier 2's done for. And Liquid not about moving any further forward on that one. To the next tower they go here, which seems to be this tier 2 in the bottom lane. Faceless are going to continue to get punished here and starved out. Jabs comes in and could try to go into a position where he could start getting some marches out there and some blasts, but ultimately Liquid could decide themselves that they just don't want to decide to push any further and will just step away and proceed with their game of farm.
Yeah, Roche is up right now. Oh, Black is on the run.
Ooh, mind control, gonna get dropped. Black hits him hard between jabs and Black. They definitely have enough firepower to get any sort of easy pick on Liquid. Liquid can't get too careless to kind of be out on their own here. Ice has dust. He didn't see that bounty disappear. Oh well.
DD on the Roche, it's being pinged out by Kuro. That Roche can go down so easily.
It looks like that's what Liquid planned to do. DD's grabbed, but it looks like they've been able to spot out Kuro on the other side, and they'll be able to get the finish. Black continues to showcase the amount of damage he's able to dish out here against Liquid when given the opportunity. Matama Man, though, is able to get his own catch. Grabs up the Warlock and chomps him down. Oh my god, 2 shots on the Coddle and he's nearly dead. Matama Man going to be forced to BKB and TP out from the trouble here. He'd already committed so much, but so did Faceless. They had dropped the rock to try to stop Matama Man in his tracks and were not able to do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of kind of small mistakes in this fight. It's BKB used for Lycan. I mean, he had 400 damage. If he used it earlier, he could have gotten a kill on Coddle and just run away on the other side. Also, Rock committed for him, not needed.
But Liquid also, with their own commitments here, don't seem to be urgent to kind of take advantage of that window of opportunity. But with Roche kind of out there and available, both teams are going to be paying close attention to what exactly is happening. Ice kind of stalking GH a bit. GH has that sentry ward. Before he can move and get it down, Ice. Gonna miss the stun there. It's hard to gauge whether or not he would have been able to have the firepower to burn through the Witch Doctor, but no connection will be made there.
Yeah, Lycan, just in case, using Howl. At the same time, he hit him from Vendetta just to give him that extra HP to survive the combo. That Witch Doctor needs another item, at least one item. He has the armor queued up, but I think he needs a Ghost Scepter instead. I mean, long-term Ali Medallion will do better, but he just dies from either Nyx Assassin or from 3 hits from Clinks.
Alright, Faceless want to put a stop to this. The blast flies forward. Ice gets a good connection with the stun, and then he's quickly forced out from the pit. Black decides to step in, but now the rush is on from Matama Man, looking to get a hold of any support he can. Oh my god, Coddle eats a hard shot. The Wolf will clean up the rest. Matama Man himself, though, eats a hard amount of damage and has got to get the whole way back. Tinker just continues to unload all that damage, and Liquid can't continue to take it. Both sides take a lot of damage, but only the Coddle will go down.
Oh, ISSI's found mind control, but he doesn't have anything else.
Sees GH, though. That's an easier target. Hiya! Hiya! Mana burn, and that's it. Rocket?
Rocket, not enough.
Close. They quickly get up to the shrine. Alright, so Jab's spamming capabilities are certainly feeling a bit more pungent here. He's got that Ags online now, and it's doing a little bit of work here against Liquid, but...
Yeah, now it seems a different story with Fatal Bonds and that Aghanim Scepter 4-man rockets. But they still have enough heal with Witch Doctor, level 3 Voodoo Restoration, and level 4 Healing Ward from Jug.
Matama Man taken towards the high ground here as they've been able to spot out and get a hold of the Warlock. He will be able to get the rock off in due time, but Black himself also going to get assaulted. He is out of this one. Jabs tries to dish out all the lasers he can, but not able to get the finish. He will eat an Omni Slash. Quick force to the low ground. Very nice, but there's the defusal. He will get hit up with a blinding light, but then the Blade Fury will come out, and they rush on forward. Jabs and Black going to be both out of this one. Nearly a minute without a buyback. This could be Liquid's time now to take it home.
There is no buyback on any hero.
Full team wipe coming out from Liquid. Matama Man able to hold on to the last bits of his own life too.
They're gonna be full HP.
Yeah, Liquid are gonna go to top lane and go right to the Rex. This has got to do it here. Liquid just feel like, and as mentioned, the beginning of the game had a lineup where it just felt like it was a lot easier for them to be able to execute here. Well, Faceless had a lot more to kind of hope to build up on. A couple of picks here and there in the hands of Black, but overall not getting into opportunities where they can set up big fights with the chaotic offering or try to be a good counter pusher even.
Well, all they needed is to catch the Tinker, and they have enough sustain to heal afterwards and just continue pushing. I mean, the game is not over yet, but it's going towards that.
Kuro hanging inside the base. Look at that. Canceling out Jab's TP and popping the ultimate. I don't know what he was planning on getting out of that, but definitely going to be a bit infuriating. While over on the other side, look at this. Nice little solo pick onto Miracle. He is your highest net worth in the game after all, so Faceless will be happy to grab that.
AC completed, yeah, on Lycan, level 20. We didn't talk about Lycan talents. He just goes all in HP, 200 health.
The disrespect there from Kuro, able to kind of move into enemy territory and get that solo pick. At the meantime, Matama Man going godlike now. Gets the finish, chops up Ice. And we may not be done yet. Kuro's making his way towards the mid lane. Could have just spotted out where XY is. And the setup's going to be there for mind control. But before he can get the finish, it's going to be Black, fellow Archer, stepping in, able to get the call done. They're holding their own. Scrappy kills here, at least attempted scrappy kills from Liquid. Faceless are quick themselves and are able to kind of fend off Liquid as much as possible.
Yeah, they need to kill the shrines right now. The last one is standing. Kuro just started to hit it. Lycan with his talents, 200 HP, 12 strength with armlet turned on. He has like 3k, even more than 3.2k HP. Can just run in, and everyone needs to run from the team Faceless.
Roche time now for Liquid. They head inside the pit. Claim their extra life. Faceless heading over though. Look at this. They're going to take a fight. Or they want to take a fight. I don't know if they're going to be able to make it there. No, they're not going to be able to
Mate's
make it
dead.
there. This thing is dead for sure. Liquid got it. Well, Ice steps in. He actually gets the last hit on the Roche, giving Dire the money. And it's technically going to be a snatched Aegis there by Miracle, but it doesn't matter. It was all Liquid's. And now it's just Matama Man chasing around Jabs, trying to get the finish. But look at Black go to work. He just unloads a serious turret of damage. But we have Miracle over here on the other side. Secondary core of action. Able to move on in and get the finish.
No, nice Sprout.
Third core. Mind control, trying to teleport in. It is going to be Black getting off a nice little Hurricane Pike, but eventually they'll catch up with him and slowly bring the little Bone Man down.
Yeah, Tinker, one-man army remaining. Can it do it? Healing Ward is up.
There is a buyback on Black here, and he's going to have to use it. Buyback is first going to come out from Ice. Is that going to be enough to push Liquid off?
Yeah, they want to go back, heal a bit. There's 200 mana on Jug, I guess. Or no.
Ooh, almost a freebie there. Oh, they'll get it. Bouncing laser damage coming out from Jabs will secure the kill onto Kuro and send him back packing. Now Liquid are back to hanging on the outskirts of the Faceless space. After getting down the top set of racks, they clear the mid tier 3 and still have another couple of racks to get themselves through. Trying to claim the, 2-2 seed position, finishing this game with a win.
Yeah. Well, if they do their combo right, like a good Fatal Bonds and Initiation by Nyx Assassin, they can win a fight with good lasers and some rocket spams.
Yeah, between those, the Fatal Bonds, the team fight is there. It just always seems like it's Liquid kind of getting off on their foot first, trying to make the jump for Faceless.
Oh, seems like they want to smoke. He wants to break it.
Yeah, smoke in the pocket. Matama Man instantly broken. And Liquid are just like, all right, well, whatever. And they're just going to have to walk their way and probably do it the old-fashioned way, if anything. But good whereabout here for Ice to be able to cancel that smoke. Still moving in, though, is going to be Kuro. And Matama Man, though, also going to be hit up. Goes into Shapeshift, while on the other side here, it's going to be Black making his move, trying to get the fish onto Kuro. Can't quite get it done. Mind Control comes in behind, looking to go for nuts. Both him and Kotl will be forced back. Matama Man on the chase, finds out where Jabs is and begins to make his move. Miracle in the meantime will be able to get the Black takedown. Mind Control finishing off Jabs there, and the rest of Faceless desperate to attempt to make it back inside their base, but many of the damage had already been done. It's all Liquid on this day, and it looks like the game 2 is going to be theirs as well. And this tier 3 has got to drop. This Rax is not set. There's no buybacks on Faceless and Lacoste. This could just be the game.
Yeah, this looks pretty over. No, oh, nice 4-step by Ice Ice Ice.
Oh, nice. Shoves Miracle inside the fountain. He stutter stepped a bit, but will not be finished.
Aegis is still on, but still some good plays by them. Yeah.
And that will do it. With the conclusion of that game, it is going to be Liquid securing the win and securing themselves a 2-2 record seeding.